It's very accurate, the reflections of your
Survey.
survey.
Okay. Let's move now to the next big question that, of course, was asked to viewers. And, of course, that was, should PM Modi mediate a settlement between Russia and Ukraine? And Professor Nalapat, 73% people said yes. So not only do they believe that Russia is a better friend of India than other global powers that were in the option list, but many people believe that it's actually PM Modi who should play a more proactive role in the mediation. 73% saying yes, just 21% saying no, Professor Nalapat.
Well, I'd like to say that Prime Minister Modi is uniquely positioned because he is respected in the Western world. And frankly, on January 20th, 2025, when you have a Trump administration, I think that administration is going to look very amicably at India in many ways. And at the same time, he has made it very plain that right from 2022 onwards, this is not the era of war. Do you remember those words, Uday? This is the era for peace. And think of the lives that could have been saved. Think of the destruction of property and assets that have taken place in 2022 April, which I think is the time when Prime Minister Modi made that famous statement that this is the era of peace. And he has stuck to that. All these difficult 2 years, he has stuck to that steadfastly. And he has now, it has been accepted widely in several capitals that Prime Minister Modi was right. And of course, he was very ably represented by External Affairs Jaishankar in several of the meetings. So the reality is, Ukraine is an unwinnable war. I mean, some of us said that in the very beginning of this war in 2022 February. And now, increasingly, our Western colleagues are coming back to and saying, yes, you were right about that. Ukraine is unwinnable. And I think we better cut our losses and leave. So that's what the Trump White House is planning to do when it takes office. So I think on Sri Lanka, it's an important part of the subcontinent. So is Nepal. So is Bangladesh, for that matter. As far as Bangladesh is concerned, quite frankly, it is intolerable to watch the persecution of minorities. Hindus, Buddhists, Christians. Intolerable. And I think, I don't know about the publicity, but privately, I'm sure that Minister Jaishankar would have conveyed the very strong views of Prime Minister Modi on this. And also, frankly, if I may say so, Uday, a time may come when if the situation there does not improve, we are not going to allow a second huge influx of refugees into India.
Okay.
India may have to intervene together with, hopefully, with friendly countries in Bangladesh.
Yes. In fact, that's another question that was asked to our viewers.